I had to bring these back, y'all. I had to bring these back. Because these flippers want nothing to do with this kid. Yes, sir. Lindy End Zone back in the building on the fast break. Putting a bucket in for the Dallas Mavericks. What is going on? If you are new to the channel of this diversity of fandom, where we talk about the Philadelphia Eagles as well. I know, weird combination, but if if you like the content, then let me know how I'm doing. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I would love to take you on this journey with me, where we're scoring some touchdowns for the Eagles, one video at a time, or dropping buckets from the Mavericks. Let me know how I'm doing down in the comments. Help me with the algorithm of YouTube. Throw a like on there if you would do so, please. And again, just let me know how I'm doing. I can only get better, through feedback, of course, because y'all opinions matter on how I'm doing for my channel. But, whew. Oh, man. Game 5 was a pleasure to go back and watch. I'll tell you, man. I don't know what to say about Luka Doncic anymore. It's just becoming ridiculous to this point on how damn good he is at 22 years old. And I've said this before, man, but it's true. The NBA is in trouble. The NBA is in trouble when this kid hits his prime. I mean, it's unbelievable. I got to talk about this stat line, man. 42, 8, and 14. 14 assists. So let's talk about that point and assist combination here. Let's just put it out there. Of the 37 made field goals for the Dallas Mavericks yesterday, Luka Doncic either scored or assisted on 31 of the 37 field goals. Ponder that for a second. 31 of the 37 field goals, Luka either assisted or scored on. I mean, oh my goodness. The kid is unbelievable. The kid's unbelievable. For the series, he's averaging 35, 8, and 9 on 47% from the field and 43% from three, but he can't shoot the three. I don't know. I've heard from multiple places that he can't shoot. He doesn't have a good 3-point shot. He's and sometimes he is streaky, yeah, but from what I heard most is that Luka can't shoot threes. Well, either the Clippers don't play defense, or he's just good. He's just good. I mean, it was unbelievable, man. And I warned you. I warned you on how this game was going to possibly go down in my video yesterday before the game started. I told y'all this is where Luka is going to have to take over. Other players are going to have to step up behind him, because I'm just tired of continuing this attitude that I'm just sick of Luka not having help. And it's it drives me nuts because of how valuable he is to this basketball team. Per 100 possessions, off the top of my head, if I remember this statistic correctly, per 100 possessions, the offensive rating of the Dallas Mavericks when Luka is on the floor is about 125. Okay? When Luka is off the floor, their offensive rating drops to about 36. That's an 88-point difference. It's about an 88-point difference. If that doesn't scream MVP, or like if that doesn't scream the value that a player brings to a franchise, to your basketball team, I don't know what does. I really don't. It's unfathomable what he's doing and what he means to the Dallas Mavericks. We are absolutely blessed to have this kid. I can't get over it. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. And you can arguably say Damian Lillard is of worth almost the same value to the Portland Trail Blazers as Luka is to Dallas. Although it's easy to argue that Dallas doesn't have a Robert Covington or a CJ McCollum. Sometimes maybe Carmelo Anthony, even as old as he is. I think that's three players right there that would be an upgrade for the Mavericks, but that's not the here nor there. I was trying to draw a comparison there in a sense, because we can't ignore what Damian Lillard's been, trying to, help accomplish for Portland Trail Blazers. But when you talk about an MVP of a basketball team or even a league MVP, if there was a little more consistency with Luka and he didn't miss some games, he'd be in the top of discussion for MVP. And man, and there's no disputing that. There's no disputing that. Going into Game 6 and Game 7, Game 6 is when I want Dallas to get rid of this Clippers team. You have to do it. Do it for the fans going back to Dallas. The Clippers embarrassed you in 2 games in your building, just like you just embarrassed them 3 times at Staples. The court that they borrow from the Lakers, it's not even their home. That's the Lakers' home. And you still embarrass them. The Lakers should be embarrassed that the Clippers got embarrassed, if we're being 100 here. But real talk, though, this is your time, Dallas. You want to do something? You want to do something since 2011? You put these flippers to bed. Bury them and leave them in the past. Vengeance is now. Luka by himself last year took this team to 6 games. It's time. It's time. I remember, and this is the mentality that Luka needs to carry into Game 6. I don't want to see a Game 7, but if it so happens, this mentality needs to stick with Luka. Game 6. I remember watching a documentary of Michael Jordan, to me, the greatest ever. And if we remember Eastern Conference semis, 92 playoffs, Bulls had to play the New York Knicks. And it was a bloodbath. It went to 7 games. Michael Jordan then proceeded to ask his father for advice about what he should do approaching Game 7. If I remember correctly, Michael Jordan talked about, he goes, well, Dad, what should I do? Should I play through my teammates? Should I focus on my teammates, or should I take the lead and hope they follow? His father went on to tell him to take the lead. If they don't follow you, they don't follow you, but you have to take the lead. This is the exact mentality that Luka needs to carry into Game 6. And, today is their rest day. For what it's worth, I know they got to travel back to Dallas, but I think he'll be okay after yesterday. And he played his tail off. Granted, he got tired in the fourth quarter, but he was still there to assist the basketball, regardless if it was just only 2. He didn't shoot very well because obviously he was getting tired, and that's going to happen. It's going to happen because in those moments, the rest of your team has to show up. Why the hell is Porzingis getting as many points as Boban? Why? On the same shot attempts. I believe they were both 3 of 6. Why is that a thing? Why? I don't care that Luka had 37 shot attempts. He was still distributing the ball, obviously. 14 assists, 8 rebounds. It is so frustrating, man. Like I wish Porzingis would just get his head out of his ass and play how a center is supposed to play. I'm tired of him looking timid and afraid that he's going to go through another knee injury. So he pushes himself further and further from the basket and shooting nonsense three-pointers sometimes. Maybe this is part of the reason why it's speculated that Luka and KP don't get along very well. Maybe that's why there's speculation. Because maybe there's a certain way that Luka wants KP to play. Because he's not stupid. Luka's been playing professional basketball as early as 13. He's seen enough to have, somewhat of a brain to figure out, these kinds of players. All right. But going back to what I was saying, this is the mentality that Luka needs to play under. He needs to take the lead. And if his teammates don't follow him, they don't follow him. But Luka has got to take the lead. Just like MJ's father told him. Game 7, Eastern Conference semis. Win or go home. This is the same situation, Luka. I know it's Game 6. But you could do something special for this organization. And do something that hasn't been done in quite some time. In about 10 years. Bring that winning feeling back to Dallas. I hope you do, man. I love watching your game, dude. It's unbelievable. But that is where I'm going to leave the video. They are going to be under a lot of pressure, y'all, and I know that. But this is time. This is their time. Your time's here, Luka, and I want you to take it. So that's going to do it for me, y'all. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this series and this situation. And I'll just throw one more stat out there. Luka has played in 11 playoff games so far in his career. 4 of those games, he scored 40 points or more. It would have been 5 if one game he had one more point. He had 39 in another game. I'll just throw that last one out there, but this kid's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, again, let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this playoff series between the Mavericks and Clippers, and give me your predictions for the game tomorrow. If you think Dallas is going to close them out in Game 6 at home, that's their best case scenario, man. Give your hometown crowd a celebration to cheer for. that'll be it for me, y'all. Lindy End Zone hopping out of here. MFFLs, bleed green for my Eagles fans. Look out for one another, y'all. Crappy world out there, but we got to stick together. And I'll talk to you soon.